This is my favorite Atari system to collect. This is the Atari 7800, and I'd like to show you pretty much the hardware and some of the accessories for the 7800. This was the first console in my current game collection. I asked a buddy to bring me back something interesting. This is about the mid-90s, and he came back with a boxed 7800 and several systems. So I just wanted to show that pretty much the 7800 had two main box differences. There's several minor ones, but this was the first released box system. I love it. I love the original box. It definitely has a nice sleek look to it. And this came out in '86. The copyright on some of the stuff says '84. But the original system had an expansion interface. And again, this was never used. But the first model units had this. This is the system. What makes the 7800 great is that it does play most 2600 games. The system itself is sleek, has power, pause, select, reset buttons on it, two front ports. I mean, it is just a slick looking system. The back, you pretty much have the standard RF out, which, by the way, you would use one of these. Currently, I have my system modded, which on Atari Age several people can do. I have it S-Video modded. I totally recommend it. But aside from that, the system is excellent. It's got a small but very playable library. The re-released box, which is smaller, mine's a little beat up, but again, it's my first box. I'm kind of nostalgic in keeping it. Came with two controllers, a pole position cart, power cord, manual, and again, the controller, some people hate it. I don't hate it at all. It's okay. It's not my favorite. For most of the games, which are only one button, you can use a Sega Genesis controller, you can use a 2600 controller, but they did overseas make this, and this is awesome. This is kind of styled after an NES controller. You can unscrew the top there, a little mini nub joystick. This is awesome, and I really like it. I was lucky to find it locally, a pair. And like I said, this is one of my favorite systems for various reasons. One, you can have all the benefits of playing enhanced graphics on the 7800, which is, you know, pretty much the end of the classic gaming for Atari, other than the 8-bit computer line. And you could play 2600 games, and like I said, they made some awesome games for the system. A lot of homebrews, and I will show that in the games chapter. But again, this is kind of what the boxes look like. This one is much harder to get, and typically goes for a little bit more. This one is easier to get, and you know, like I said, it's just your preference. I think that box looks a lot better, but you know, collectors prefer the originals typically. Inside, foam inserts, and that's it. Thank you for looking at this.